In a statement, Stephen Heinz, an heir of Standard Oil tycoon John D. Rockefeller, said, quote, "We're quite convinced that if he were alive today, as an astute businessman looking out to the future, he would be moving out of fossil fuels and investing in clean, renewable energy." You are going to be making a major announcement with the Rockefellers and other heads of foundations about divestment. Talk about what you're going to be doing.
Well, we're going to be announcing this afternoon that 50 additional foundations are divesting, representing $50 billion in total assets, and over 600 individual investors with tons of money. This is building on the movement that started on college campuses and that Bill McKibben and others so brilliantly mobilized yesterday to take to the streets. It's just the foundations that have invested in climate solutions with their grant dollars are finally deciding that they also have to invest their entire endowments consistent with their programmatic goals. So, one, it's an environmental, an economic and a moral issue. We have to make a pariah out of these companies. We have to send a message, but it's also good financial sense. We got out 5 years ago, completely divested from fossil fuels and invested in clean energy solutions, and we're ahead of where we would have been. We've been keeping track of our benchmark of how we were investing. So we're doing better, and it's because the market is starting to understand that all the reserves that are on the books of Exxon and the major oil companies cannot be burnt. Their capitalization reflects these huge reserves that are still in the ground, and we're now realizing, the financial analysts are realizing, that they can't take them out of the ground. They can't burn them. So the capitalization, the valuation of the companies is dropping. And over the next decade or so, the value of the stocks will continue to plummet, and the value of the alternatives, solar and wind, now competitive with oil and gas, will make those stocks more valuable.
A lot of heads of foundations who are listening right now, or pension funds who might be listening right now or watching, might be saying, you can't be serious. You can actually make money off of divesting from these extremely lucrative investments?
Absolutely. And I would say to the trustees and the universities and the foundations that are concerned about losing money, concerned about risk, I would say if you like risk, if you want risk, then stay in fossil fuels. That's the risky alternative. If you want a solid financial future, stick to stuff where you're not going to get sued when the Deepwater Horizon blows up in the Gulf, and you're not going to lose your market value because of the stranded assets, the oil and coal that has to be left in the ground because we can't afford to burn it.